Michigan men's basketball fans should feel fortunate that they made their fifth straight Sweet 16 last year with a 19-15 regular season record. No wonder why no one knows what the heck is going to happen this year with this Michigan basketball team. It's the X factor in the Big Ten, always the X factor in the NCAA tournament. Even I was watching Stu Douglas on Go Blue with Stu, and he had Ant Wright on, and they still didn't even know. They couldn't tell me the starters for this team, really. The record may be in danger of 5 straight Sweet 16s, but this is my preview and prediction for Michigan men's basketball. And it starts with who I think will be the starting lineup. I have Jaelin Llewellyn, who will be the third straight grad transfer starting point guard that Juwan has had. Can we get one in? I know Collins left for UCLA or Arizona State or something. I think we play him in the season, and he's not going to like his decision. But Jaelin Llewellyn is here. Kobe Buffkin, I think, maybe is the shooting guard. We'll see. Like I said, shooting is the X factor. Michigan has Juwan Howard has gotten all these big bodies, Dickinson, Terrence Reed, all these Terrence Williams, all these bigger bodies. Do we have shooters? That's the only question. So Jet Howard is going to be starting at small forward, I believe, and Terrence Williams will be power forward, and Hunter Dickinson. I think that's a formidable starting line. Second string, I think Doug McDaniel at point guard, and Stu and Ant Wright were saying he could come in actually to start point guard and move Jaelin Llewellyn to shooting guard if needed. He's probably one of the best shooters on the team, so maybe that is something that you can do. But Doug McDaniel is a smaller guy, so that'd be a small lineup. Maybe it'll work versus like Purdue with Edey having to come out and guard Doug McDaniel or something. But Joey Baker, I think, is the backup shooting guard. Yusuf Kaya, I think, is the backup small forward. Will Shedder is the backup power forward, and Terrence Reed, the backup center. And then backing up all of them are Ian Burns, Greg Glenn III, Jace Howard, Jackson Selvila, Cooper Smith, and Isaiah Barnes. This is not a bad team. It just needs to prove itself. They haven't started, so it's got to prove themselves. They have a schedule that is pretty easy to open up. I expect them to go 9-0 opening the season, and that's between a couple of toughies though. Virginia is the ACC Big Ten Challenge. I predict Michigan to win that game. Beekman, Clark, Franklin, Gardner, Cedric are all back, as 4 of them are returning starters for Virginia, but it's at home for Michigan. And, they have the shooters. Maybe they have an off night. Michigan at home can play their game of just dominance because they have the size. I think Kentucky is the very next game. And after beating Virginia, going to London to play Kentucky is just what this team, I guess, will be asking for. They're going to be riding high, and I think we beat Kentucky as well. They have Shiver Walker, Kason Wallace, Chris Livingston, Jacob Toppin, Oscar Tshiebwe is who I believe their starting 5 will be, which is a good starting 5. 3 seniors and 2 highly rated freshmen, but Michigan with the size that they have and the experience coming back, I expect Michigan to win that game in London. The very next game is at Minnesota. The first conference game, and I expect a loss here. First of two meetings, though, I expect Michigan to lose this one and win the next one. They have Talon Cooper, Braden Carrington, Jamison Battle, Dawson Garcia, and Parker Fox is who I think their starting lineup will be. But the only reason I think we lose the first game versus Minnesota is because it's right after Virginia and Kentucky, and that's going to be hard-fought battles. And then to go on the road at Minnesota, it's going to be tough. And then I think our second loss of the season is not far after that, North Carolina. It's the Jumpman Invitational in Charlotte, North Carolina. So basically a home game. I think we lose that one. They have Caleb Love back, R.J. Davis, Lily Black, Pete Nance, transfer from Northwestern. Big Ten fans should remember him. Armando Bacot at center. So that's brutal on the road. I think we lose that one. CMU win. Then you have Maryland win, Penn State win, Michigan State. It's the first of two meetings there. I think we win both of them. They have Tyson Walker, A.J. Hogard, Malik Hall, Joey Hauser's back, and Maddie Sissoko is who MSU sites have projected to be the starters. There's just not the size there. I think Sissoko is 6'9", 240. 6'9" is all. Dickinson's going to own him. The rest of the team. I think we go 2-0 versus Michigan State this year. And then you have at Iowa. And it's the only meeting between these two teams. They have Aaron Eulis, Tony Perkins, Pat McCaffrey, Chris Murray's back, and Philip Rebrika is who they think their starters are going to be. It's on the road. It's right after Michigan State game on the road. Like I said, it's going to be another tough loss right there. Northwestern, first two meetings, will win both of those. At Maryland, we'll win both of those. Minnesota, like I said, we'll win this one. We lost the first one. Purdue is an only meeting as well. And it's at home. But they have Brandon Newman, David Jenkins, Ethan Morton, Mason Gillis, and Zach Edey is just a dominant presence. 7'4" is what he is. When Michigan's trying to play the big game and they're doing it against someone that's bigger, that's not a good sign. I think Purdue wins the only meeting at Chrysler Center. Junior, senior, junior, they're experienced as well. And then after Purdue, you have Penn State. I think we win both of those. Northwestern, I already said. Ohio State. It's only one meeting between Michigan and Ohio State this year as well. I think we win that one. It's at home. Bruce Thornton, Sean McNeil, Isaac Lekekele, Justice Suing, Zed Key. So a freshman, a graduate, redshirt senior, and a junior. They are experienced, but I don't think as talented. As we move along, we have Nebraska is the only meeting. We'll win that at home. Indiana. We play Indiana twice. I think we win this meeting at home versus them, and I think we lose the very last game of the season at Indiana. They have Xavier Johnson, Jalen Hood, Shafino, Miller Kopp, Race Thompson, Trace Jackson Davis. So there's no slouch there. Home and away split will be just fine in my book. And then Wisconsin, we play twice as well late in the season. I think we win the first one and we win the second one. First one's on the road after beating Indiana at home. I think we go on the road to Wisconsin and we're feeling mighty high and win that game as well. Wisconsin has Chucky Hepburn, Max Klesmit, Jordan Davis, Tyler Wall, and Stephen Crowell. 3 juniors, a senior, and a sophomore. So, the Big Ten is pretty experienced. Maybe they were just too young and talented last year. No, it's the experience. Look at the teams that have won the national championship the last 2 years. Kansas, experienced, seniors. Baylor, the year before that, experienced, seniors. Virginia, before that. Go on down the line. Next up for Michigan would be Michigan State again, and I already told you we'd beat them again at home. Rutgers, the only meeting. We win that. It's on the road, but it's Rutgers. Geo Baker, I don't think is there anymore. Wisconsin, and then Illinois is the second to last game before Indiana. They're both on the road. I think Illinois wins this game at home. Sky Clark, Luke Good, Ty Rogers, RJ Melendez, Coleman Hawkins, Terrence Shannon, Matthew Mayers there from Baylor. So them at home and the hatred that they have for Michigan, I expect them to win that game, which leaves Michigan with a 24-7 record and 14-6 in conference. I think Michigan was not picked to win the Big Ten in anywhere you look, but I think they anywhere between 2 and 5 is possible for the University of Michigan. At the 14-6 record, they will earn a tournament bid again. And we'll see what happens in the tournament. If we can improve on that shooting, I think Michigan could be really special again this season. There you have it. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't, and share with others on social media. A lot of people don't know I'm here unless people like and push the video out there on YouTube. They have an algorithm. I don't know what it all entails, but I know it likes. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.